Okay, it's time to look at what comics I read in the month of July 2018. This month, with the move being completed, I was able to get somewhat back to normal. I read 108 comics. And let's start with the Marvel, see what I read. First, Immortal Hulk number 2, or Legacy 719. Immortal Hulk number 3, or Legacy 720. And I have to apologize for the lighting. It is difficult to get a good lighting spot in my new comic basement, which I will show in a video coming up shortly. Punisher 2099 number 3, 4, and 5. Then Amazing Spider-Man 800 and 801. Champions, this is number 1.mu, one of the Monsters Unleashed issues that I had previously missed, along with Champions number 22. Also read Infinity Countdown number 5. This is a variant edition cover. And Infinity Countdown Champions number 2. Captain America, went back and read issue 236. Then the Modern 702, 703, 704, and the new number 1, which is, of course, Legacy 705. Going back to some old Marvel team-up, issue 13, Spider-Man and Captain America. Then Invincible Iron Man 600. Jumping back for some old Warlock, issues 7 and 8. Then the recent Marvel 2-in-1 Annual number 1 variant cover. Some Black Panther with number 14 of this series, 15 as well. The new Thor number 1, or Legacy 707. Punisher 16. Alpha Flight 17. True Believers, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Till Death Do Us Part, reprint. Daredevil 601. The Free Comic Book Day Avengers Captain America issue from this year. Warlock from Marvel's M-Tech back in late 90s, early 2000s, somewhere around there. Number 1. Kree Skrull War, starring the Avengers Special Edition, number 1. Marvel Tales 133. This I read for the Captain Britain backup tale. I've already read the issue that this reprints. Then some of the Generations one-shots with the Strongest, with the 2 Hulks, and the Best with the 2 Wolverines. Then Astonishing X-Men number 13 from the current series, as well as X-Men Gold 31. Jumping back a few years to this Uncanny X-Men issue number 14. Read the brand new Doctor Strange number 1, or Legacy 391. Secret Warriors number 9, number 16. The one issue that I was missing and didn't realize it from this Morbius Living Vampires series from a few years ago, number 6. Then I read some Venom. We got Funeral Pyre number 3, The Mace number 3, Knights of Vengeance number 1, and then the little more recent series, Venom Space Knight 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 10. This was a reprint, but had a couple of new pages that kind of sewed together the reprints. Marvel 70s reprints as a whole. This is something that I could always talk about in another video. Marvel reprints in the 70s seem to always be missing pages or have been edited in some way. So I'm always conscious of that. If I'm reading any of them, I go and compare them to the essentials to see what pages might be missing. But sometimes they have a new splash page or a couple extra panels that bridge a story. Then, of course, X-Men Annual. Actually, no, this one was original material. This was all new. This is the one that had the extra page or panel, number 12. This was the reprint. I had that backwards. Speaking of annuals, we had Fantastic Four Annual number 32. Amazing Spider-Man Special, Super Special actually, number 1. And this comic that took me a few months to get through, the Planet Hulk Gladiator Guidebook, finally finished that. And those are the Marvels. Moving to the DCs, we have the current series, Flash, number 49, number 50. Then some Action Comics, 681. The original Wally West Flash series, number 42, 43, 44. And I'm reading through this series from two different spots. I'm reading from the beginning, and this is what I'm up to at that point. And then from when Mark Waid took over forward, I'm up to 144, 145, 148, 149, 150, 151, 152, 160, 161. Then moving back to the present for the new Hawkman number 1. And some Scooby-Doo team-up, number 39. As you can see, they team up with the JSA, which is why I picked it up. Love the JSA. Then the Man of Steel series, the new Bendis Superman, number 2 also, and number 3. Then I found a couple of those new Walmart exclusive comics from DC, the 100-page Giants. Here I have the Superman issue, number 1, and the Justice League of America issue, number 1. Still looking for the others. They seem to be very hard to find. I check Walmarts all over, and they either have nothing or they're sold out. Then the Terrifics, number 6. Superman Man of Steel, number 16. And Superman 72 from 1992. Wednesday's Comics, number 4. The original Flash series, number 252 and 274. Nightwing 41. I have to move these. Okay. Then Secret Origins 23. Flash Annual 4. 12. And 13. And that'll do it for the DCs. And finally, everything else. We have some Valiant. Original Valiant, that is. Solar Man of the Atom, 14. And 15. I read Pitt number 4. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, 253. Transformers Ironhide number 3. Rachel Rising 33. Sidekick 9. The new Project Superpowers 0 issue. Lumberjanes Making the Ghost of It number 1. X number 1 from a more recent series. Banshee Origins. Bloodborne number 2. Dreaming Eagles number 1. Little Nemo Return to Slumberland number 1. This Worlds of Aspen 2018 free comic book day issue. Escape from Monster Island 1. The 4 Points number 1. Some old Image with Killraiser number 1. Back to Valiant with Turok Dinosaur Hunter number 2. Then, let's see, I'll choose this one next. Shudder number 1 from Image. And finally, from Archie, The Adventures of Kool-Aid Man number 7. And believe it or not, trying to get a full run of this, and it's a little more difficult with the later issues. And that'll do it for all the comics I read in July. Again, 108 comics for July. I will talk to you next time. Till then, enjoy your comics.